Oh no, it's so bad. Dude, she's all blue. They're all blue.
Hey guys, it's Max.
Angelika.
And Vadim.
And today we are doing another blind camera comparison with the new Pixel 6 Pro against the iPhone 13 Pro Max.
So over the weekend, Max took a ton of photos with both of these phones at his Hot Springs trip, and we have no idea which one is which. We're gonna be choosing.
So go ahead and get a piece of paper and a pen, play along with us, write down
Yeah, it's
your
always
results.
fun when you guys are joining.
Yeah, it's way more fun when we read your comments too and we see what you get, so let us know.
All right guys, here is the first photo with the sunrise. While you're looking at it, I have to say I'm super excited because Google for 3 years did not change their sensors at all. It was just software. They finally did it and they went all out. Which one do you guys like?
All right, so the left one, you can obviously see more in the shadows. However, the one on the right, it really kind of makes the sunrise pop, all the color of the water pop. So I think I'm gonna choose that one on the right.
Yeah, it seems like some of the details are crushed on the right, but overall it's just way more dynamic when the one on the left is just so flat.
Looks pleasing, moody.
Yeah, right.
All right guys, let's see if you're Apple fans or Pixel fans. Just kidding, this is only the start, and that is the
Wow.
iPhone. It's weird seeing more contrast.
Yeah.
Usually Pixel used to have way more
Apple doesn't
contrast.
do that.
All right, we got a standard shot right here with the
Ah.
landscape.
Fancy. And this one, honestly, I think I like the one on the right because once again, the colors are popping. If you look at the trees on the left, they're all kind of just flat, faded, everything's flat, but you get more kind of, I guess, pop of color? I don't know.
Yeah, the
I'm
right
choosing
one,
the right.
I don't know if it's the sharpness or if it's just like the darks being brought down, but like the tree, it looks a little unrealistic. But overall, it does look better than the left one.
And that one is the Pixel 6
Pixel.
Pro.
Swapped. I think with this one, I like the one on the right more. I feel like I see more detail.
Really?
The one on the left just looks kind of over sharpened and a little unrealistic.
I think I like the one on the left. I think it's less faded and I kind of do see some good detail. I don't know. I like it.
All right, you guys are disagreeing, and let's see. So the one on the right
okay.
is the Pixel
Interesting.
and 13 Pro Max on the left. And here we have a macro shot.
Oh, geez.
Wow, the one on the left, I like that one. It just pops so much more. That looks really good. I like that.
These are like complete polar opposite macro
That's
shots.
so weird.
So one of these phones has a macro mode,
Yep.
right? One had to crop. So here you go.
Cropped.
Yep. How do you do a macro shot in old iPhones and old Samsungs
You
and
crop like
Pixel?
crazy.
You have to
Interesting.
crop. Where iPhone has a macro mode, but of course it uses the ultra wide, so you don't have that nice blur, and that gives you that pop.
Interesting.
All right, we got a selfie here, the first one,
Whoa.
portrait mode.
I'm really liking the one on the left more. It looks a lot more natural. The one on the right, the blur just seems so intense, and just the cutout, it just looks so fake.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. The blur is more intense, and I do like the extra bokeh on the left and
yeah.
the more kind of warm face. I definitely like that compared to the right, which is kind of flat.
That is the iPhone.
Nice.
We have a lot more portrait shots. I know against a Samsung, it did really well with portraits. So here, we got another shot. I won't comment anything.
That's the right, easy.
Yeah.
Right,
Easy? Is it that big of a difference?
It's massive. It's massive.
That is the Pixel 6
wow.
Pro.
It looks so good.
This
That
is
is
actually this is a 15 times zoom shot. That's the most that the iPhone can do. The Pixel can actually go to 20, and it has a 48 megapixel, 4 times optical camera. I mean,
That's good.
the detail difference is clear.
Yeah.
And we got a portrait shot here.
All right, this is a little bit of a tough one, but I am gonna have to go with the right because it looks like the one on the left is kind of over sharpened and the contrast is turned up too high, like this HDR effect. Whereas that one looks much more natural, I think. So
Oh, yeah,
right.
Right, for sure.
And that is the iPhone. So it's interesting that that zoom lens, the telephoto lens that we just talked about, it can't be used for portrait shots.
Really?
So it's only using the main lens,
Wow.
Once again, right?
right?
Oh,
Easily.
yeah. Easy.
And this is not the telephoto camera. This is the main camera cropped in, so we're checking for detail.
Oh, wow.
And Apple's been sticking around with 12 megapixels for a long time.
Forever.
This thing has a 50 megapixel main camera that samples down to 12.
That is
You guys can
impressive.
see the detail.
That's impressive.
And this was an extreme dynamic range shot. Like it was crazy on the bridge with the sun and the clouds.
I've got to say, I hate the photo on the left for some reason. it doesn't look right. It
Yeah, I
doesn't
mean,
look right.
the one on the left does a really good job of bringing up the shadows, but it's
yeah,
all
it's
just
too
so
much.
flat compared
Too
to the one on
much.
the right, where you have the little ranges, like the dark spots, the bright spots. It looks more like natural, I guess.
Yeah, this looks
So
really
right.
weird.
That's interesting. I thought you guys would like the one on the left better.
I don't know.
But no,
Oh,
it's
yeah?
good. That is the iPhone. More contrast once again. Here's the next one. We get a
Oh.
portrait shot, a wider one now.
I'm liking the one on the right way more. It's like way sharper. All the details are like nice and focused. His hair, I hate how everything is just so flat on the left.
Yep, I agree. I noticed the one on the left is kind of like faded. Like if you look at his shoe, it's really faded and like washed out. So they're very similar, but I'm also going with the right. I like the contrast.
And that is the Pixel.
It flips.
Wow.
Yep. And then we got ultra wide shot. It's hard to tell here, but the dynamic range difference was crazy because it's backlit with shadows.
It's got to be the left for
The
me.
left
I
one looks
love the
great.
color of the
yeah.
water.
You like the blue water?
So nice. Yeah, and also I like that you could actually see all the details in the brick. That's
In this
big,
case, you
yeah.
want it to be flatter. You don't want all that
Yeah.
to be crushed. And that is the Pixel once again
Oh, man,
with the
that's
ultra wide.
That's impressive.
Taking it out of the park. And the blue water actually was not that blue. So I had
it
more
looks
shots,
good,
but
though.
each time it kicks the water up, it knows
does.
what that is and it looks
Oh.
good. We got a selfie shot here. So this time it's not portrait mode, just regular.
Oh, left. The right one is just so low now, and it's just fading everywhere.
Yep, exactly. The one on the right, if you look at your face, it's all flat.
Yep.
Here you actually see the different tones of the brightness, kind of the highlight roll off.
Dimensional.
It's better with the HDR, and I think just.
And you know what's
better.
interesting? Usually,
That's nice.
if you have better HDR, the faces are flat. Or you have more contrast in the faces and the HDR sucks. But this one's better in
That
every
is so
single
good.
way.
It's so
And it's the Pixel.
It's the Pixel.
Once again, this was actually an extreme, under the
killing
bridge,
it.
and it was super bright out there. This is an extreme test, and it did great. All right, we got a portrait shot here, a wide shot.
I'm going with the left. First of all, I like that. I like the coat, like all the detail and the fluffy thing, and her face is kind of more brought up, but it's not like doesn't look weird. And the depth is more natural, whereas this is just like
It looks
boom,
fake. It looks like sharp.
all the
and
way.
then-
Yeah.
I love everything about the right photo except for the blur. It's just there's too much. It looks fake. Other than
So when
that,
you
I
choose
would have
it-
picked it.
You gotta choose
I have to choose the left one.
Left. Okay.
That is the
Okay.
iPhone. Very natural blur.
Nice.
All right, we have
Cool.
a shot here, an action shot with extreme action.
These are both.
These were
super,
taken at the
super
same
close.
exact time. No delay between them.
I'm gonna have to go with the left. I like that you kind of have more detail in the shadows.
And the one on the
And it's not
left
as- yeah.
was way better at like capturing them and not blurring them out. Like a lot of them
Oh,
here,
yeah.
like with the motion. But the one
Stopping
on the
the
left
motion.
was really good at that.
Left.
Pixel,
Pixel.
6 Pro.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, the shot looks good, but it was interesting that it was about, I don't know, it was a little bit behind. And I noticed that in other shots, the iPhone takes a picture instantly. That one like waits a little bit, but it got it nice and sharp. And we got a object
Whoa.
portrait shot here, so no subject.
Oh right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the right because that post is just way too cool. The color itself just ruined it for me. Yeah, it looks like the blur edging got messed up right here in between this little gap.
Yeah.
Yep, so the one on the right definitely killed it.
iPhone. Yep. And I'll point out once again, we have a natural gradient of blur like a real camera. Where here it's like sharp, and then
Boom.
and we have a portrait of Noah.
All right,
And this is the telephoto portrait where you can.
what the heck happened here? Look,
Yeah.
it
Oh, it's all
totally
weird.
botched all of this. Even right here next to his head, that just ruined it for me.
Yeah, that looks
Left
terrible.
for sure.
13 Pro Max.
At least it's
What
good
the
at
heck? I
that.
thought it was good at that stuff.
It's tough with all of this,
Yeah.
all of these crazy branches. Look at this
Wow.
chunk right here. Yeah,
That's
I guess iPhone just got really good at portraits now. And we got a regular shot under that bridge, crazy dynamic range. Spider girls there.
Oh my goodness. The one on the left just does
Left.
such a better job. That is insane.
Yeah.
It's so flat and ruined. Wow.
Pixel 6 Pro. That dynamic range there.
That is good.
Maybe portraits aren't that good, but the dynamic range is really good. And we got a portrait shot.
Oh no, it's so bad. Dude, she's all blue. They're all blue. Literally everything is just blue.
So this is
Oh no.
this is low light
Oh.
and tough lighting. There you guys go with the
wow, the
portrait shot.
difference is massive. Like you actually have all the different colors and everything here. This one just fails
Yeah, it looks
so
terrible.
hard.
And it wasn't a fluke. I took multiple photos. I thought maybe
Really?
there was a glitch or something.
Oh.
Yep. Pixel 6 Pro
happened?
didn't do that well in that mixed crazy lighting,
crazy.
night mode, portrait, everything combined. All right, what do you think?
Oh. So Angelika, go first.
Wow, you're dramatic.
Shouldn't be that hard to choose, right? You guys like the left better? Left looks
It's
nicer.
so good. That's that. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow, the right does such a good job in this case.
Yeah, a
Look
lot
at
better.
all of that noise. Yeah, the right is easy. And it
Are you gonna
takes
choose the left, or are you gonna?
it gets the
left.
colors out too. I'm sorry, Angelika, yeah. I don't know what happened here, but the one on the left is just so flat, tons of noise, garbage. Just kidding. One on the
Yeah.
right for sure.
Okay, that is.
Oh, no!
You
I
killed
call the
it.
iPhone garbage?
You know what's weird is the iPhone got a really updated ultra-wide camera.
Oh, it's ultra wide.
Yep, this is an ultra-wide shot. This is
Okay.
testing the one camera we haven't tested detail yet.
Oh,
and the
man.
Pixel, it actually has a 12 megapixel as well. It doesn't go for a high res,
Wow.
but in this low light scene, it just did a lot better.
Oh, that's good.
And now we got this bad boy for night mode.
Oh, the
We're
right.
getting into the night stuff.
The right.
Right, instantly,
Yeah, it's better in every way.
every way. Oh,
13
no.
Pro Max.
Dude, it
so
just flips every time.
yeah. So if it's not in night mode, if it's just low light, not night mode,
Yeah.
the Pixel does
Yeah.
better. But going into the night mode,
Interesting.
and we got a zoom shot, boys
I
and girls.
kind of
Wow.
like this one, but I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness, that is
That looks
so
really good.
Wow.
Dang.
That is so impressive how like
Do you want
the
to
whole
guess which
sky,
one that is?
It's got to be the Pixel, of course, because
Yeah.
I know the iPhone can't do that.
You know what's weird is that the iPhone has a 3x zoom now instead of a 2x or 2.5. This has a 4. It's not that much better. It's not 10x, but of course that is the Pixel, and it looks so much better. I almost wonder if it's like the mirror that it flips it or something, because the Samsung also looked good. And we got this portrait shot right here. Both phones did take a portrait shot.
I'm going with the left.
So the one thing I like about the right is that the Tesla text is actually colorful. You know, it brings out the color. However, it just looks so distorted and kind of weird compared
Yeah.
to this. Looks like a more natural photo.
It does
I
look
guess.
distorted.
Even though that's I'm still going with the left.
Left, all right. Left is the Pixel 6 Pro. So it blew out all the highlights. It actually did look just like that. Remember the neon
Yeah.
lights in your review?
Yep.
And the iPhone did do a portrait shot. The Pixel actually would fail here. It was too close, it couldn't do the portrait. It was super dark here with nice, bright little highlights, lights everywhere, spotlights. So it was a very tough situation.
There's a lot more detail on the one on the right. A lot more.
Yep, so one thing I can notice is in this pavement, you can see all the texture, whereas here it's all just smeared out. And this does look too warm, like all of it is warm, whereas this has different color ranges popping out. So right, easy.
This is the iPhone, and it's interesting that it's more detailed because it's only a 12 megapixel compared to a 50 for that standard lens. And then we have a night mode portrait shot, so both of them can combine those.
Oh, geez. This is tough. There's things I don't like about either of these. The one on the right just looks really fake. The colors look really off. The one on the left is nice. I like the blur, but like some of the details are really smeared. But I still think I like the one on the left way more. The one on the right just looks weird.
Yeah, in this case, I was gonna say that the one on the right has more detail, which it does.
It does.
However, like the skin tones, everything just gets ruined. The background, it's brought up way too
Way
much.
too much.
It's so flat, so I'm also going
Yeah,
left.
it's so flat over
Yeah.
here. There's so much dimension over there.
13 Pro Max. And I will say that the 12 Pro Max and 11, it brought up the background a lot more. Apple added more contrast and more dynamics for night mode this year. And we have a night mode shot inside in dim lighting. Sorry for those that don't like moose or whatever they call these things.
All right, for me in this case, I don't like how there's more noise on the right. However, the detail is just so much better. You have all the detail in the hair, you get the texture in the wood, texture in the brick. So even though the colors aren't as good and there's more noise, I'm still going with the right.
Yeah, I agree. I hate this image, but I hate this one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. This is like over sharpened to me. You guys already voted. And it's brought up so much. So I like the moodiness of this, but the detail that
Oh,
it
it's
lacks.
so bad.
Like you don't even notice that one back there.
Yeah.
All right, the Pixel 6 Pro, then this is a telephoto night mode shot. So this one actually zoomed in a 4X as well to match it.
Oh, okay.
But there you go. And we're going to extreme low light now.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Ew.
Okay, I'm instantly choosing the one on the left. because you could actually see stuff around him.
Yeah, look at that doormat there.
However, his face is so smeared.
I'm going with the one on the right.
I'm going with the left because this one is just way too black and dark.
I actually took this photo multiple times
Uh-huh.
because he was standing super still, but everything just kept getting so smeared.
I'm still going left, even
Yeah,
though
you
his
should
face
go.
is a little blurred. Yeah.
Yeah, you should go with the one you already chose.
Pixel.
Pixel 6 Pro. It's interesting that iPhone made everything so, and this was extreme low light,
Blacked
like
out.
extreme, but yeah.
I'd rather have that, honestly.
And then we get a nice scene with sky.
Whoa.
And of course, both of these were super dark.
Wow, this is just garbage.
Yeah.
It's all flat,
There's no detail.
no colors. Here you actually get the colors and it's more detailed, 10 times better.
That is the iPhone. And I have to comment, the iPhone, I took one image. This was, I think, a 3-second exposure. The Pixel was like a 7 or 8-second exposure, and all the night mode shots were at least twice as long as the Pixel. And twice, it just would go out of focus on a lot of these. But I didn't want to use the out of focus one. I was like, if it went out of focus, you take another photo. So that was interesting. And we got a night mode selfie.
Oh, this is like the worst night mode selfie I think
Yeah,
I've
what
ever
happened
seen.
to your face? It's all red.
iPhone right there. Once again, it was just, this was like, I don't know, 7, 8 seconds or something like that compared to, I think, 2.
Oh man.
We got an ultra wide right here.
Oh, the one on the right.
Yeah, one on the right.
Oh, jeez.
Definitely, like, I don't even know if this artifacts or noise, but it just smeared and noisy.
13 Pro Max.
my God.
And I left one of each camera for the extreme low light because I thought it would be fair to test each one in really dark modes. And then this is a standard lens.
Left.
Yeah. Oh, you said left? Oh,
I'm
I'm
saying
going
left.
right. I can see more detail in the leaves, and I like how the fence is more brought up.
I'm seeing more detail on the leaves on the left. Everywhere. I'm seeing more
Which
detail
shot would you want in
everywhere.
your
I am
phone?
older. I mean, I am getting old, actually. I like the
glasses.
This looks smeared to me. This
Does
looks
it?
detailed.
And there you guys go. You guys did not agree on the last shot. We
Yeah.
got the iPhone over here. So there you go, guys. That is the very last shot. Don't show it yet. Do not show it. Okay, guys. We need you guys to pause the video, count up what you got. If you didn't yet, scroll back and just do a quick voting. It is so fun to see your guys' unbiased opinions too. And all right, guys. So we will have.
Vadim, go first.
Let's have Vadim go
All right,
first.
let's
You
do
ready?
that. I'm ready.
All right.
The iPhone got 16, the Pixel got 14. It was
That's
So close. Wow. And I guess
Wow.
a lot of them traded blows. One would be
Yeah.
better in one thing. Of course, the zoom camera. Looks like the portraits are better on the iPhone. Angelica,
impressed.
your turn?
I got 15 for both. I got a tie.
Wow,
Which
okay.
is crazy
15.
because in the first
15.
half, the Pixel was beating it out by far, but then as soon as the night mode shots came in, they just caught back up so
That's really
fast.
epic.
Wasn't the Pixel the first phone that had night mode? I feel like it was. It blew people's minds away.
Maybe it was, yeah.
So, okay, guys.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys let us know what shocked you, what surprised you, what you expected, what you didn't. We want to hear your guys' opinions, of course, your scores too. With that said, go ahead and click that subscribe button above. You guys can help us reach our goal of 1 million subscribers. Check out one of those great videos right over there. And this has been Max, Angelica, and Vadim. I'll mention your names for you. And we'll see you in the next video.